Let's get back to Mosgol. Get this quest from this guy. And then maybe after that quest we can sleep and talk
Looks
to
like
someone.
we made it here in one piece.
Alright. Doc? I think it's just Doc. Oh, another non-talking quest. Cole! Oh, hi, Alphen.
Hey.
Hey, Cole. What's up? You don't look too hot, kid. I'm really hungry. Even with the Renegon, there's still not enough food to go around. Why are you all still here? Go to the town. Go to Ulzebek. That's not good. Is there no way to bring some in from outside Calaglia?
Yes.
We have been. Thanks to your hard work, we've managed to establish trade routes and have a little food coming in. But other places are not very well off either. So there's only so much we can broker between realms. Especially since this realm is nothing but rocks and sand for the most part.
Just great.
That's sad. Wish something more could be done. There's still hope. Heard there's a merchant from Cislodia who's visiting Glanymede Castle.
How's this?
Would you mind talking to him for us?
Got it.
Sure. We'll see what he has to say. In the meantime, here, have this bread.
Yay!
Wow, thanks. Where'd you get it? Shion always comes prepared like that.
All right.
Anyway, let's make our way to Glanymede Castle. Is that... Glanymede is Balsip's castle, right? Global connection. Oh, yes. Is that Balsip's castle? Remember? Oh, what am I doing? It'll be the elevator out here, right? Cislaudia.
Okay, off we go.
I gotta remember, I turned my auto on. I might as well just do this fight so I can turn it back off.
Lost.
Take this!
You wanna play? Come
I
at
thought
me!
you were going to wreck the place. I'm not nearly finished yet. Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Okay. Elevator. To the Trench of Flames. I think this is the right castle. No, this is Trench of Flames. Is his castle just called the Trench of Flames? Because it's not an actual castle, huh? No, that is it. Huh. Glanymede, yes. This is like a volcano, and there's a merchant in here? Somewhere? I don't know why I'm saying somewhere. I can scroll through, right? He's on the 3rd floor. Oh! We're both going to die, and we can at least do it somewhere we don't have to stare at the sky. This place will do just fine. I don't care where we go, darling, as long as I have you by my side. That's more than enough for me. What are you talking about? Are there people in here? I don't want to die surrounded by all these rocks, but I don't know where to run to. Is it just as bad everywhere else in Dana too? Why are you all in here? I'm scared. The Bright Eyes might actually start lighting fires inside this shaft again. I don't... What? Why are there people inside here? Third floor. Is that... That is exactly who I think that is. Hope everyone's okay back in Vincent. Our timing couldn't be any worse. Having all this craziness happen in the middle of our trip, I have to get back to Ciclodia pronto. Well, you can go without me. I'm going to stay here for the time being and try to gather more information. What? I might as well talk to him to find out what it is, because it's probably has something to do with this. And, Gordino. Wait, is Gordino part of this quest? Global connection? Yes, because I'm going to get a donut recipe. Okay.
Hey.
Well, if it isn't our old foodie friend... This time, you're in Calaglia, eh? Oh, yeah, because we didn't meet him until the third town. So we need to get a Ciclodia recipe. Or did we get a Ciclodia recipe? No. So we need to get a Ciclodia recipe and a Calaglia recipe. Well, if it isn't our old foodie friend, this time you're in Calaglia, eh? Alphen, finally. Been waiting for you to show up.
Hey.
Oh, so you'll talk to him, but not me. Great.
Yes.
That's because I can tell your palate is no good. Oh, I never even noticed that Gordino had a spirit core. Soul core? Something. What's up, Gordino? Find another recipe. Quite the opposite. Actually, I can't find anything here. There aren't any fine delicacies here in Calaglia.
Right.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Oh, we found the wiener recipe. I can't think of anything like that either. I want to take something with me, but at this rate, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Sure.
If you can't find anything, why not just fix something yourself instead? What? There's still stuff to eat in these parts. Just whip up something good with what you can find yourself. That's kind of what cooking is all about, isn't it? I wouldn't figure you, of all people, would know that.
I don't believe this.
Oh, you've got guts thinking you can lecture me about food, young lady. You're absolutely right. Not only am I a fine connoisseur of food, I'm also a chef par excellence. Watch and learn as I pull all my years of culinary experience to good use. Put all of his years of culinary experience to good use to produce the finest dish this land has ever seen. I'm not sure he made anything else by himself.
Okay.
Oh yeah. If you're so confident, I'd definitely like to take some home with me.
Great.
Let me help. This concerns Calaglia, so it feels personal to me. Gladly. In that case, could you gather some ingredients for me? Say, some wheat and eggs. We have what you need already. That's why her chickens finally laid eggs.
Good.
Actually, we've got what you need already.
Nice.
Great.
work.
Now, I can get to work.
Ah.
These ingredients and all my knowledge and insight, this is sure to turn out exquisite. Exquisitely. All done.
But this is...
What is this? Some sort of fried bread? Let's give it a taste.
Wow.
Whoa, this is good. Sure put those ingredients to good use.
Hmm.
I'll give him credit there. Doesn't the inside still taste a little doughy to you? Yeah, plus, there's nothing special about just plain old fried bread. Even with my skills, it looks like I have more work to do. Fried bread that's still doughy. Wait, I've got it. How about these? Are these supposed to be rings?
Yes.
Yep. I was inspired by these castles' architecture. This castle's architecture. I call them Glynomede donuts. Okay, I'll try one.
Oh.
Oh, now this is good. I can't get enough of this crispy texture.
Amazing.
Yes, it tastes great. I'm in heaven. I have no idea you could make anything like this in Calaglia. I like it. It's got a unique look, too. I can work with this.
Nice.
Excellent. Glad to hear my hard work paid off. Hey, what do you think about selling these things? I'll bring a whole bunch back to Ciclodia. They'll be a hit. Maybe I should, you know? I finally realized something after fixing these donuts for you all.
Very nice.
Cooking has the power to make people smile, and I want to spread that sensation far and wide. You've got yourself a deal. There's no finer delicacy than the joy in your heart comes from a good meal. That's what being a gourmand is truly about. I know exactly what you mean. Teach you the recipe for these donuts. It's the least I can do to repay you for all your help.
Thanks.
Thanks, Gordino.
Yes.
Let me ask you one more thing before you go. How did my donuts actually taste? How did they taste? Well, absolutely exquisite, of course. That culinary quest has finally come to an end. Wait, did we not get a recipe for Ciclodia? Glynomede donuts recipe.
Okay.
Wow, I'm going to have to tell the merchants in other realms all about these donuts.
Okay.
No, not you. Dino. Hopefully these donuts will bring a lot of smiles to whomever eats them. Yeah. Okay, there's more people in here. Why are there all of these people here? Like, I don't mind them taking over the castle, but all they're doing is talking about how they're afraid of getting seized again. I do also want to go to Balsif's throne room. You know, the people there have icons. So let's go to Balsif's throne room. Because we never went back in there after we killed him. Which means we never really got to loot it, if there was anything in it, right? Is that the correct way, that elevator? What's this? Astral crystal grain. Okay. This should be the way to his throne room, right? Top floor? Hi? I don't care how many bright eyes they send to retake the castle, they won't get it over your dead body. Lord's Chamber. Who's gonna be in here? I guess that is right. We did take a giant stairwell up. No, I don't think there's anything in his throne room. Okay. To the roof. To the roof. There's nothing up here either. Alright, we're good to head back. To Mosgol. Mosgol.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Was it? Alvin, you're back.
Hey,
Yeah, I brought some food with me. Help yourselves. What is it? Some kind of treat?
yes.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Oh,
Whoa, this is fantastic.
Yay!
Yeah, this is so yummy. Where'd you get these? A friend of ours has been making them over in Gleamymeat Castle using ingredients from around here.
What?
Really? You can make food this tasty here in Calaglia? Merchant from Cislodia liked them too. I think trade between our realms is going to pick up thanks to these.
Yeah!
Yeah. We could sell food this good anywhere. This is great. It's so cool to know we can make stuff like this here.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Guess I'll have to stop complaining so much now.
Yeah!
I'm gonna see what other awesome stuff I can make here in Calaglia too. That way I can pay you back for the bread you gave me before, miss. Can't wait to see what you make. Got a clerk uniform. And completed global connection. Got Glutton's code too.
We avoided getting roasted in that ring, but what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's see what other quests we have available to us. Oh wait, no, let's head on sleep and see if this was enough to give us another character to finish off.
We've reached our destination.
We should be able to cook here.
Skit, a passing resemblance.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Skit, stormy weather.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cislodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Altalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Skit, and endearing owl. I'm assuming these are all because of Rinwell's 100% completion?
Hoodle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hoodle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hoodle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hoodle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hoodle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hoodle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Get off of me, you insecure fluffball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Okay. Let's sleep. Oh, we don't have any food in our bellies. Let's make the donut, I guess.
I think I'll read my book a little more.
There are so many of these. That trying to scroll to find ones I missed takes so long. Okay. Let's rest. Yes, we'll cook. We will make the hot dog. Donuts, I mean, not hot dog. Shion can make them.
It feels kind of surreal to make people happy with something I made.
Those look kind of good. Yes, we can talk to someone. This should hopefully finish off Law.
Mind if I join you, Law?
So, how's it been going?
How's what been going?
Come on, man. You know what I mean. How have things been with you and Shion?
I had a feeling it was about that. Well, what about things on your end?
No, we're not talking about me. I'd rather hear about you.
I don't really have anything to share on that front.
Don't be like that. You think I can't tell something's been going on?
Look, I'm not the type to go blabbing about that kind of stuff.
Give me a break. Don't keep secrets from me just because you're a little old.
I'm not that old.
I don't know, man. Lately it seems like you start wheezing as soon as we get into a fight.
That's some pretty big talk. You really want to try your luck with me? What were we talking about before?
It was... Well, it doesn't really matter now.
What's wrong? Did I hit your head too hard?
No, man, you don't get it. You're really something, Alphen.
What do you mean?
Just you. How you always indulge me and help me work through my jumbled thoughts.
Do I?
Yeah, I always feel better after being with you. Even duking it out just now helped.
There you go again, making me out to be better than I really am.
I'm not making you out to be anything. You can't stop me from admiring you, Alphen.
You've got strange taste then.
I'm fine with that. I hope someday I can be there to lift you up, too.
I don't plan on getting quite that old anytime soon.
We should go again sometime.
We should. I look forward to it.
See you guys tomorrow.
The achievement popped, and there's Crimson Skies.
You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
Which means we have finished off Law. Alright. Are there... There's no quests here other than this one, apparently. Is this Lodia? Okay. There's only one here. Well, we can head back to Pelagian. At least there's something there.
We've reached our destination.
Skit growing up.
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew.
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Alright. Affection in its many forms. There's also a guard here.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion, but that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alpin's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
They're all gonna die, because she's gonna spice that food up. A creepy, crawly tangent skid.
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the... An ambush?
Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
No more skits. I believe this is the dude that wants to get married, right? Oh. My lord, you've received a notice from Natio. It says that the wedding is to be held at Saxleo Temple? Sounds familiar. Excellent. Thank you for letting me know. Last, it seems the big wedding is upon us. I can ill think of a happier occasion than this.
Right!
Yeah, I'm excited for them. Their future.
Saxleo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Shh! Wasn't it beautiful? I can't wait for this!
Oh, it's literally just through these doors. Okay. Saxleo Temple. Oh, that is blindingly bright. Dohalim's the one that's going to be preceding it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lord Dohalim, thank you for coming. You're going to be in your armor during your wedding, dude. Dohalim, you're here. Great. Why am I reading that as a male voice? It don't matter. Let's get right to business. Everyone is waiting for you to speak.
Oh,
My, this is quite the gathering you all have assembled. All the more reason to make sure I don't disappoint. Ahem. Thank you all for coming. Today, I wish to forego the usual formalities and ask for your blessings on... Where's Law? There he is. On this most auspicious day. I first met Sir Natio, and his soon-to-be wife, Kagari, when...
Just great.
This is going to take a while. Now then, a toast to the loving couple's eternal happiness, as well as peace and prosperity between Dana and Rin.
cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers!
Cheers. All right, time for the big bouquet toss. Oh no, is it gonna be? I think it's gonna be Rin. Well, if anyone. You know, Shion, I hear that if you can catch a bouquet at a wedding, if you can't catch a bouquet at a wedding, you'll always be single and alone.
What?
Wait, really? Oh, they're all three gonna fight for it. Yeah! Ah! Yay! Shion's just gonna shoot her. Aww. Well, I guess the three of you are gonna be single and alone.
Nice try, you two. Better luck next time.
Why does that one line get to be read?
Never. Why?
Wait, something's wrong.
I couldn't catch it. I'll always be alone. How could I? Oh, please. I'm so lonely.
Oh no. This is just like what happened before. Alphen!
I'm alone. I'm all alone.
What can I do to get her to snap out of it? There aren't any thorns this time. Oh, I've got it!
Alphen?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't just one bouquet either.
They're not gonna read it? You've got all of us besides... Oh, never mind. It's basically the same.
There's also this one from me. So please, don't give up. We'll fight this together. Shion!
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not to blindly rush into things? That said, it does make me feel better. Even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be lonely either.
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen. Seriously.
Alright, he made her a gun. A bouquet gun. And he made a wedding cake cutter for himself. Alright. And we got an artifact. Oh, it's our 8th one for Dohalim. Nice. No, that's a different thing. That was for this quest. That's right. We don't have the artifact one yet. We don't have 8 artifacts yet? Okay. Transcendent Matchmaker. Oh! We do have 8 artifacts now. Antique Collector. We still don't have an ability that prevents him from getting knocked out in one hit. There's a motorcycle going by. So either it's going to be this one, or Dohalim's not going to get an ability that prevents him from being knocked out in one hit. Whereas Alphen gets 2. How nice. All that's left is her fishings. Friendship. side quest. I have all of Rinwell's. I need to defeat all the spirits, craft the Mystic crest, and find the ultimate ingredient.
Feeling better now, Shion?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
That's all you're all gonna say? Okay, Wow, and it's stronger. Sure. I think I also got a costume at some point. Oh, well, apparently I had reflector armor I never put on. Didn't I get a costume? Oh, it's probably a skin, huh? For you. These are hairstyles. Clerk uniform. That's what I got. Okay. We'll look at all the costumes later. Again, I try to keep the defaults when I do a first-time playthrough. Only changing them if they're story-related changes. Like Alphen has had 3 story-related changes. Where do we go next? Why do we have a quest on Day Phase Quill? Phase Quill.
We've reached our destination.
That's weird.
I wonder if something happened.
Yes!
Remind me, you two were both born in this current generation of remnants, correct? That would put 100 years between us, which would make me akin to an ancestor to your generation. As such, I have an opportunity for you to demonstrate the respect due to elders like me. Perhaps I'm reading into things too much, but is such respect truly merited in this instance? I couldn't tell you one way or another, but it seems like he needs help with something. Just listen to what I have to say right now. You see.
Excuse me!
Hold on. I can't let you go any further. I had a feeling this was going to happen. You always try to beat me to the punch with these things. I'm surprised to hear you object. I thought you understood that sometimes the quest for knowledge requires that we get our hands dirty. It's exactly why I can't simply stand here and let you do this. I could be losing out on a valuable opportunity. Let's make it fair, shall we? We'll both give them our requests. Works for me. I have no objections. My head is starting to hurt trying to follow these two. They must be pretty strong, if even you admit that. I don't know what you two want from us, but don't expect us to agree to anything.
Hey!
What's that? Are you simply going to walk past an elderly person who is in distress? I didn't think the generation gap had gotten so wide that young people forget their manners. How unfortunate.
Really now?
All right. We'll hear you two out. One matter at a time. We're busy people ourselves, with our own matters to tend to. Fair enough. In that case, I can wait. You can go first. Thank you. Now, as I was about to say before, I'd like for you all to go down to the surface of Renna and track down a certain experimental Zoogle subject of mine. It's a failed specimen. I ejected it from Day Phasal, thinking that would dispose of it, but it seems to have survived the trip in space.
What?
You threw it out into space? That's so cruel. And you wish for us to finish the job, I gather. That's partly what I need you to do. More importantly, I need you to collect tissue from said Zoogle. Never would have predicted that it would arrive on Rinna, alive and well. It merits further scientific investigation. Why not simply go there yourself? Then you could research the creature to your heart's content. Proper field studies aren't my area of expertise. From what I gather, you people are better equipped for such strenuous work than I'll ever be.
I see.
I thought I was being mindful of how I presented myself, but apparently not. Sounds like someone's a little lazy to me. We'll handle it.
Agreed.
I have rather mixed feelings. I won't make any firm promises on whether we shall deliver, but if that works for you, we'll look into it.
Very nice.
I'm pleased to see my predictions about you weren't unfounded. In that case, go on and get to work. The rest of my research is being held up by this, so the sooner you finish this, the better. I should also mention, the Zugo in question is a 6-armed giant. It's a giganto, of course. It's an extremely violent specimen, so be careful when dealing with it. Tissue sample.
Dohalim, the line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
We end up waiting too long. I wonder if we'll end up going back into hibernation. Heard if we line up here, we can stick you with, kindly ask for your help in research. We can make you do stuff. I don't have any other side quests other than my other ones. Can I explore Rena without getting forced into the fight?
Fine.
Yes, we'll find out.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Skit, retirement plan.
I wonder what Helganquil's civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
So I saved it here. If it messes and tries, not messes, if it tries to force me into the final, which it shouldn't. Obviously, they wouldn't give me a side quest here. If it's going to push me straight into the final fight. Geg Ham.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off
Ooh.
here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game. Can't get out of this!
Okay, but they're not two. too difficult. It's just that they...
It's time to finish this.
It's just that they're annoying.
Consuming wildfire. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. This one's mine.
I don't think they charge. I'm gonna go ahead and... wrong person. Go ahead and use yours.
That's my cue.
Yeah, and I accidentally used Rinwell's because she's not in my party and is not used to it.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
She said make it rain.
In a vine.
This one's mine.
Commander of Heaven.
Should be the last one.
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danon slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
The Helgonquil's Legacy.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? He probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
Helgen! Helgen got burned down by the dragon.
We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In Tragedy's Aftermath, hope is all we have.
Next skit, onward to the center.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years, no, even before that, just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries, at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Alright. Wait. No, yeah, it's in front of me. Oh, it's right there. Just to be safe.
A six-armed giant. Is this the Zoogle from the request?
It's not only alive, but completely uninjured.
We'll just have to see for ourselves if it's really as ferocious as they say.
Yeah, some of these Gigantos have gotten pretty bad.
I'll clear the way through. I've got your back. The flame inside me. Yours.
This is gonna need all of us together. Freeze laser.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Here I go. Mega ray.
Dragon swarm.
Annihilation. Arc seal. Mega ray. Switch to offense. Gemini.
Elusive tank. Eagle ray. In a bind.
Okay.
Take this. Try harder.
Let me help.
No.
Spot is unfortunately in the air. Okay.
Thanks, Kisara. I'm never fit.
I didn't break the core, did it? No.
Outstanding form.
Can't get out of this. Strike. This death shall not be forgotten. Shattering the pieces. Attack time. Piercing shine. Radiant light.
Inferno crossing.
Don't like that it's like right there. Obviously, it wants me to fight it in manual. I don't really like manual. Can I land, please? The problem is I also jump higher than its face. So I'm jumping above it. Core.
Take it down.
No further.
By the power of water. Here, let me help.
Shattering the pieces. Attack time.
Ooh. Someone give us a shield.
I'm not done. Negative gate. Try harder. Forgive me. Dragon swarm.
Freeze lancer.
Not done. Imbue this vanquish. Can you take it? It's too much.
Where are you going?
Trade harder. Light.
Ground and pound.
Heal. Ignite.
Jump all the way. No. That's half the health. I don't think it casts spells, so I probably could be using Rainbow. And it's going to attack me, though. This should always just pop the core. I just think that should be a thing. Oh, what's going on? Shut up. Did it teleport away? Oh, it was in the air. One hit. He's gonna do his thing again, huh? Drop it again. Oh, that knocked both of them out. I need to wait to see who she does it on, huh? Okay. Let's swap him out.
Careful not to overdo it.
Oh! Oh, he went into the air. Of course he did. Of course he did. Why did you two not swap? Ooh. The only good thing about manual is I can land this without having to hit him. I can pop it literally anywhere.
The enemy's on the road. We've got him where we want him. It's time to end.
Okay, sorry, got knocked out. I should just spend the life bottle on that so we're not wasting another orange gel. Yes, yes, yes. And that'll drop it again. Let's go ahead and throw another orange gel. He's gonna charge me. Should I swap Isara out? Let's see. on me again. No! I didn't know you were over here. That should drop him. He is almost dead. There we go. It was easier than the freaking... the whatever that thing was. The mollusk. Snail. I didn't even read its name.
Well, we beat it in the end.
Let us harvest what we can use and take it with us.
Built for the sake of it and then cast aside. How sad.
Great. No, we'll leave that. Because we do have to come back here for the final fight. Free will, Skit.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danans?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Shion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
All right. Wait, there's something else here. Oh, it's just the chest. Okay. We'll turn this one in and then probably call it because it's been an hour. And I want to eat dinner.
We've reached our destination. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Found the Zoogle you inquired about on Rena and vanquished it. Here is the tissue we managed to collect from it.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Looks like I was right to ask for your help. Oh, can't wait to analyze all of this. I don't know what I'll ever be able to see eye to eye with our ancestors. It's going to take a lot of doing, that's for sure, but I think you'll pull through. Once again, you're overconfident in my abilities in such matters, Kisara. It's not overconfidence. After all, you sure bridged the gap between Danans and Renans. So, you're finished with them now, right? I can take my turn now. Is that implying that those two have finally hooked up? Is that what she meant by bridge the gap? And then he coughed and got nervous. Yeah, you can take your turn now. Yes, do as you like. I'm going to return to my research now.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference.
We will. But let's first go somewhere and sleep. To see if we'll get lucky and finish off another character's thing.
I propose we speak to them.
Kisara is next. Oh,
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
maybe we'll do it at the beginning because I have a skit.